motivate, motivate, yeah. Motivate, motivate, yeah. 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 Motivate.
Good morning. Listen, we excited today. Listen, welcome everyone to Dialysis is Not Your Life. Welcome, Second Chance family, to Motivation with Fred. Listen, we're excited today. We have an awesome motivational session on today. Listen, we're here to make a difference in the lives of those who have kidney disease and the lives of those who are on dialysis, because this motivational session is designed for to educate and to encourage, to inspire, to empower you to live your best life, so you would know that being on dialysis is not the end. It is not a death sentence, but it's a second chance at life. So the question is, what are you doing with the second chance that you have? And so I want to welcome everyone today here with Motivational with Fred. I'm Fred, listen, founder of Dialysis is Not Your Life. Check us out on dialysisisnotyourlife.com. If you would, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this with someone that you know that will help. Now, understand also, these motivational sessions are not just for the people who are on dialysis, but for whoever, to understand your circumstance or your situations does not define you, or your future does not put you in a place to make you feel like, listen, you don't have an answer. Listen, we give too much power to our circumstances and to other people's opinions, to our mistakes and failures, when understand we got the power within ourselves to change our lives. And so I want to say this to you today: get up and change your life. That's what this is all about today. So we do have an awesome motivational session on today, and we're always talking about this whole year creating a winning mindset. Creating a winning mindset. You got to do it. Want to give a shout out to my wife for watching on today, and those who are watching coming on to watch it later. But listen, let's jump on into this. I want to talk about breaking limitations. This is part 3. This is part 3 of breaking limitations. Now, listen, I really appreciate all the response that I've been getting on this, and I've been getting the comments of how it is helping and changing lives. And so, listen, that's why I'm here. And so, if you could please share this with someone, let them know that, listen, there's no limitations to you. I can't wait to talk about this. If you haven't watched 1 and 2, listen, go to my YouTube channel, check those things out. I'm telling you, it will change your life. So listen, we're going to have this quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back. All right, here we go.
Dialysis is Not Your Life. The book and workbook by international author Fred Hill is available on Amazon.com. The power to redefine your life while on dialysis. Dialysis is a second chance at life. So what are you doing with this chance? I know that dialysis is challenging. I was on dialysis for 3 years, chemo and peritoneal. But you can still live a high quality, fulfilled life while on dialysis. You can get your energy back, your confidence and sex life back. Still go after your dreams and live your life out loud while on dialysis. The book teaches you that dialysis is not the end for you. It is possible to live and enjoy life. The workbook takes you step by step to make it all a reality. This book and workbook are helping and changing the lives of dialysis patients across the globe. So go to Amazon.com, order the book and workbook, and get your life back. Life is waiting on you.
Okay, we're back. Breaking limitations part 3 is what we're talking about today. And listen, I want to talk about this because once someone goes on dialysis or they get a kidney disease, the first thing is, listen, my life is over. I was there. I was on dialysis again for 3 years. I was on dialysis, but listen, I want to tell you that it is not over for your life. And we feel like, hey, I can't have, because it takes away your confidence. It takes away your energy. You come to a place where many talk about, I don't want to live. I thought I was going to die. You just feel like you're in this dialysis cycle to where you go to the clinic, come back home, go to the clinic, come back home. And that's what life begins. That's what it is. And I know the excuse that I always had is, I'm on dialysis. I can't. I'm on dialysis. Can't go. I'm on dialysis, can't do on my dialysis, until I come to a place to realize, listen, dialysis is not the end for me. It's the reason why I'm alive. And so understand, take this chance and break every limitation, everything that they say that you can't do, that you can't be, that you can't have. Not just they, but what you tell yourself. That's what this is all about, breaking the limitations. When it comes to limitations, it's limiting a limiting rule or circumstance or restrictions that tells you you can only go this far and no further. You can only do this and nothing else. You can only be this and nothing else. It's something when people and things, and even when yourself, try to typecast you into just this one role. This all you can be. This is all you can have. This is all you can do. No, you're not going to limit me like that. And that's the mindset that you got to tell yourself. And for those of us who are survivors, those of us who've gone through things and you made it, those of us who fought through things and you have the scars to do it. Listen, you've gone through divorce, you've gone through sickness, you've gone through loss, loved ones gone through betrayal, all these different things that you look at. And when those things happen, it put limitations in your mind. But when you look at yourself today, you've made it beyond every limitation that you thought. I thought I would never make it back from divorce, but look at, not me, I'm still married. I'm just speaking on behalf of someone who had done that. I went through divorce, I never made it back, but look where you are now. But for me personally, issues in marriage that I thought that I would go through divorce, issues in marriage that I thought that my marriage would never make it back from the crushing and the hurt. But understand, we survived it, and understand we're thriving and we're making it. And this in every area of life, I can just go through and tell you I've been through this, but look at where we are. But understand, I cannot live a life of restrictions that tell me that I can't do, can't be, can't have. Why? Because listen, you deserve to have greater. You deserve to be greater. You deserve to do more. Why? Because you made it through those things that you thought that you would not make it through. Wow. So you broke those limitations then. So look at it where you are right now. Because listen, when you live in limitations causes you to settle for less than what you deserve. That's all I'm saying. And so you can't be in a place where you feel that, nah, this right here is because I'm sick, then this, because I've done this, then this, because I went to jail, then this. No. Don't allow society, don't allow anyone to put a limitation upon you, when understand there's so much life to live. There's so much beyond your circumstance and your situation. And even in the situation in which you are in, you can be the answer that changes your life and changes the life of someone else. Now, let's talk about this real quick of how do you break these limitations. First, we talked about this is about understanding that it is possible. Possible and impossible itself is only an opinion until you decide to do something about it. In other words, there was a time when they said that no one would ever fly. It's impossible. Then the Wright brothers came up. Boom, there it is. They all these medications, when they said it's impossible for this disease to be cured. But then someone came up with the diagnosis. They came up and they fixed this thing. They came up with the antidote. So my thing I want you to understand is this not just impossible, but I'm possible. I can do this. I can break this. I can play another role. I'll put it that way. I'm not going to be typecast in just this one role. I can be something else. I can have more more in life. It doesn't matter where you was born, doesn't matter who your mother or father is, whether you know your mother or father or not, whether you are adopted, whether they love you, betrayed you, whether you've been raped, molested. I'm not belittling none of that, but the thing is to understand that you can live beyond that. Don't allow that to be in the place to where it limits your life. No. You got to get to a place to understand, I want to be and have everything that life offers me. Let me go spiritual. I want everything that God has designed and created for me. That's what I want. And I'm saying that to you today. Now understand, it is your initiative that breaks limitation and destroy all impossibilities, because initiative takes the responsibility to make things happen. So in other words, you're not waiting on somebody else to do it for you. You take the initiative and you make it happen yourself. Why? Because you can. You can make it happen. You can do it. You can go back to school. You can start a business. Listen, you can start working on your health. You can start eating better. You can get up and get your energy back, your sex life back, your sex drive back, fix your marriage. Whatever it is, you can do it. And you've got to put that in your mind and to know that, yeah, I can make this happen. I can make it happen. Now, let me hit this third thing right here. Is to understand, listen, you must change the perception of how you see your life. Your perception determines your reception. In other words, how you see it is how you're going to receive it. And understand, so you got to change the perception. Let me put it like this: the negative perceptions of your life, to where you feel like you messed up so bad that you can't fix it. Or you look at the situation, I'm so in debt, there's no way I can come out of this. Or you look at yourself and say, listen, I've been on dialysis for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. There's no way that I can get a kidney transplant. There's no way I can get up and start living my life right now. But understand, you've got to change your perception and know that, listen, how you see it is how it's going to be. But the thing that I realize is this: when it comes to perception, that, listen, you can perceive it wrong. You can see it wrong. You can think that it's this, but it's really not. And that's what life is. Because if you think that you can do it, you can do it. If you think that you can't do it, you can't do it. Why? Because it's up to your perception. So if you believe in a place where you have so much faith that it can't be done, listen, it's not going to be done, because you're seeing yourself or perceiving it in a negative sight. But you've got to be in a place to change your vision, flip the thing, and understand, listen, I'm going to see above it. I'm going to see beyond it. Even while you're on dialysis, listen, I had to come to a place and live, still go on vacation, still go to games, still date my wife, and still start business, still do whatever it is, and come to a place to live an even better life, write books, come to a place to start a business, start a counseling firm, to help people who are on dialysis to know that your life is not over. Listen, Winston Churchill, y'all already know, this is one of my favorite quotes from him. He said, don't let a good crisis go to waste. Don't run from it. Be the answer in it. See it another way, because you can be the answer. Matter of fact, let me say it like this: you are the answer. We got to stop looking for everybody else to solve the problem when you could be the answer to it yourself. If you just get up and change your perception to see it another way, see it a whole nother way. Let me say it like this right here: you can go no further in life than what you perceive for your life. Your perception determines your limitations. Wow. You can't go no further than what you perceive in life. So if you don't feel that there's nothing beyond what you can see, then that's all. This is nothing beyond where you are. There's nothing beyond. That's what you're going to get. But even while you sick, you got to say, hey, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to get this kidney, because listen, you're seeing it. Your seeing can change things. Seeing is believing. That's what it is. But you got to see it in the heart. You got to see it in the mind. And as you see it in the mind, this is one right here. The Bible says one word said, I think, therefore I am. Whatsoever man thinketh in his heart, that's the scripture, so is he. So if you live your life, man, if you live your life in your own instinct, that's the one I want to say right there. It's about time to cut this. Living your life in your own instinct, that's when you got fixed patterns that's brought by the things that you've seen and the things that you've heard and the things that you've experienced in life. So you live your life by your own experiences, your own, what you've heard and what you've seen. It's your own instinct, not realizing or seeing that somebody else is living beyond that. So the thing that I always say is, if someone else can be a millionaire, why can't I? If someone else can own a house, why can't I? And even to a point, because being born and raised in poverty in the projects, and then I'm throwing my boy Wendell Jones, man. I love you, man. Wendell Jones, we all grew up in the same place, in the same neighborhood, ran in the same streets. But this man came up and he's single, he was the single parent, just his mom, but understanding. So he come from a place to where he went from a place of poverty, a place of food stamps, a place of not having enough, to a place to where he became the vice president of the Walk Over Your Bank. Then he started his own insurance businesses, and then when he sold those during COVID, he started another business, and then now he's in the state. He's working in the government. Listen, that tells you if he can come from there, I can too. What about you? So if you're looking at my life, I want my life to be that example, to understand. If I was to stand up and show you my body, and to understand that, listen, you can still have a great life, or still looking to understand. I don't have the greatest body, but I'm pretty good. I'm exercising. I'm doing, even when I was on dialysis, because I wanted to look in the mirror and still be sexy. I still wanted to be in a place where my wife still wanted me. I wanted to be in a place to where I felt good about myself, to where my self-esteem was good, my confidence was good. So understanding going places, even though when I went there, I had my bags and I did my dialysis, and I went right back to the pool. I went right back to the beach with my shirt off. And so I'm saying these different things and understanding, loving my son, going to the games, practicing with him, not allowing the disease, not allowing it to control my life. Nah, I wasn't going to live by that. Because for me, man, my mother, my grandmother, my aunt, my sister, my daddy, my cousins, all had polycystic kidney disease, all of them dead. I was the only one. Once I chose to live, then those of my brother and those of my uncle and all these others, now they're living, because I was able to change a narrative that all because they died, I don't have to die. All because what happened with them and how it was with them, and the horror stories on dialysis, and for them, there gotta be something that I can do to change that. So the whole thing is to understand I can't live by those fixed patterns. There was something greater for me. And that's what I had to live. There was life waiting on me. And life is waiting on you, because when you live in fixed mindsets, fixed patterns mindsets, that's why people are racist. That's why people have poverty mindsets that are always be in poverty. That's why people have broken self-perceptions to where they look down on themselves. They feel that I can't be no more than what they said or what they were or what my grandmother, grandfather had. Nah, those things got to break. Why? Because you got to break those limitations and to understand there's greater life beyond where you are right now. And I'm saying this again, we're finna close this out, to go for more in 2024, because life is waiting on you. And to understand one of my favorite scriptures, if you wait on perfect conditions, understand you will never get anything done. It'll never happen. You got to start right now. You got to start by yourself. You got to start scared. You got to start with no money. You don't have enough money, but start with what you have. Move with what you have and watch life begin moving and changing on your behalf. Don't allow anything to limit you from the life that's beyond you. Go get it. Go live your life. You guys have a great one. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Motivate, motivate.